Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's time, finally, that we do another vlog. I've had a lot of people ask me at events or even in the comments like, hey, you did vlogs last year, are you gonna be doing any this season? I didn't do any at Raleigh because it was the first event of the season. I like to kind of get focused. I don't want to have like any outside distractions. When it came to Boston, I recorded some footage, never really turned it into a vlog, even though I probably have enough footage to make it into a vlog. So what I thought would be better is to kind of combine the two, like to actually have a full-on vlog, have a full-on video of what casting online matches is like, while also sprinkling in some footage from the Boston Major as well. But really excited to show you guys what it is like to cast a week of online matches. It's really fun, honestly, to kind of be like in your home studio, home office. It feels more at home, obviously. This is like what I'm typically doing. Events, like I said, are every like month. So it's a little different, but I thought it'd be fun for you guys to check out. So hope that you enjoy. Without further ado, I'll go and show you guys what we're up to right now. So let me go ahead and grab you off of the makeshift stand. It's actually like a pencil cup that I've got, but this is actually the new office. I know it's a little hard to see given the fact that there are boxes everywhere. You guys probably heard me talk about it a decent amount. We recently did move across the country. We were previously in Texas, me, my wife, and my daughter. We were previously in Texas. I moved there for work back right before COVID happened. And then right at the start of January, we ended up moving back to Illinois, which is where we are previously from. We've been kind of like dealing with a lot of things progressively for those who have, previously or currently live in a home. If you lived in a new construction home, whatever it may be, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But regardless, if anybody who has moved before, you know that it takes a while to fully get settled. So we've yet to fully get settled down yet. The office has kind of been on the back burner a little bit, making sure that everything else is good to go. But that's the positives of having this thing right here. This green screen is a lifesaver, and I absolutely love it. We've recently gone to green screens for the CDL, and it is so nice. I hate that you guys are saying this right now, but it is what it is. So previously what would happen is that, and I'm actually in a much bigger room than I was in Texas, but previously what would happen is that if I had our usual setups, I would have a screen going from that wall all the way over to this wall. So essentially whenever you have that, you basically have two separate rooms and that makes things very complicated whenever you're trying to like move things around. I'd obviously have to walk from the door to my setup and I wouldn't be able to do that. I have to like crawl underneath the green screen, or I'd have to like find a small sliver of space to be able to make my way to the desk. Now with this thing, all I do is I pull it up like this, and we're good. So let me go ahead and get out of here. It is a little bit of a tight space, but this is what all of us use as far as I know. So all I have now is just this green screen. It takes up a decent amount of space, but not even close to the other one. So I literally just pull this up, boom, get ready for broadcast, and then I've got more than enough space to move around. And then when it comes to, just regular office work, it's not a big problem. You just have this giant bar in the middle of the floor, but you can move that sometimes as well. So that is one thing that has really been nice this season for broadcasts, is that I don't have to worry about having this giant wall essentially in the middle of my setup. So major thank you to the folks at Esports Engine who have done a wonderful job in making sure that our lives are a lot easier with that. Alrighty, so as I said, let's go ahead and get to prepping. We're gonna start off with the Thieves versus the Las Vegas Legion. I'll kind of cycle through a little bit. I'll work on both just so you guys can see. These are the sheets. I've showed you guys these previously, and there's me on OBS right now, but these are the sheets that I use. I print these off, put them onto envelopes, and basically I like to have everything written down. That's like my style of doing things. I know there's like there's a screwdriver in the way. I'm trying to like have this be set up properly. Is this gonna balance? It is. All right, we're not gonna touch it. But as I said, I like to have everything written down. That's just the way that I do notes. If I don't have it written down, then I forget about it. So that's the way that I like to do my notes. So I'm gonna kind of type everything out. Once I'm done, I'll print those off. I typically print them off once we have the Vetos. And Vetos can come in anywhere from an hour and a half before our series starts to like 20 minutes before our series starts. So Vetos are a super important thing, but you can't always rely upon them when it comes to prep. It just depends on when the teams finish up, working on those with league ops and stuff. So as I said, we're going to start on the prep between Thieves and Vegas. Also work on a bit at Toronto and Boston as well. But going to highlight more of our first match before our rehearsal time or our call time, which, like I said, we got an hour and a half, plenty of time. So let's go and get started on this. So I think at this point in the video, I'm actually gonna go ahead and kind of get ready for the day. We're gonna go ahead and switch it over now to a bit of footage from Boston. I forget what day it is. I wanna say this is like the first day of the major. I'll have like little annotations throughout this video that you can click on if you wanna skip the Boston major, strictly kind of focus on this. Totally understand that. Again, I know it's kind of out of order. It's a little strange, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and toss it to that. And then once we're done with all that footage, I'll bring it back here and we'll move on and get started with our day.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back again to the channel for a vlog. That is right. I talked about how I wanted to do these again, and so I thought, you know what? It's day one of the Boston Major. Let's go ahead and make sure that we don't miss out on another one. I didn't get a chance to vlog in Raleigh at Major 1. Honestly, I was just kind of super focused, wanted to make sure that I knew the game, the matchups well, and while I'm still going to be doing my best to make sure I can do both effectively, I thought that, hey, you know what, why not just start it off right? We had our rehearsals yesterday, and the venue looks absolutely fantastic. The caster setup is a little unique, which we'll talk about, I'm sure. Jay and I also have 2 matches today. We're starting things off with New York versus Minnesota, and we're closing out the day with Thieves versus OpTic. So we've got a big bulk of the matches today. So super excited to obviously have those games. And yeah, come along with me. Let's have a good day today. Hopefully you guys are here. If not, I hope that you guys enjoy watching the Boston event. I think it's going to be a great time. So far, the city has been amazing. My first time personally in Boston, and it's been a blast so far. This hotel room is huge. So you have like a full-on hotel or full-on kitchen. There we go. Full-on kitchen. You got a microwave. I have a dishwasher, stove. I'm not going to be using any of this stuff, but this is great. We got pots and pans. We got some plates in here. This is wonderful. I literally have a doorbell, which is also nice. Some cool artwork. Table over there. Got a couch, which just looks horrible because I have clothes everywhere. I got my outfit when I'm sitting out today. I'll show you guys the view here in just a second. And the bathroom's also really nice. It's like a big shower in here. So, is what it is. And I think if you go this way is toward the venue. We're like a good 5 minutes away from the venue, walking wise. And then Fenway is right over there as well, which cannot wait to hopefully step inside Fenway. I hope that I get a chance to do that because that would be special. Alrighty, friends, I think we're basically about ready to go here. About ready to go down to the lobby to meet Jay. Oh, we get to have Starbucks. I cannot wait for that. That is one of my favorite parts of the day. Getting to Starbucks, getting a coffee, in preparation for the first series of the day. First day of the Boston Major. Cannot be more excited for that. We got our layers on. We got a nice little insulated jacket. Picked this up before the tournament, so I'm hoping that it keeps me warm. It's supposed to be like negative temperatures throughout the weekend, so I'm hoping that it does keep me comfortable. Guys, sorry, gotta get the vlog footage in. What's up? Gotta get the vlog footage in. It's going, Chance? Jesus, feeling good? I was just trying to get a shot from behind you guys, and everybody stops. Jay, how we feeling?
In Boston, currently freezing, but it's okay. It's not as cold as it's gonna be throughout the weekend.
I'm not gonna lie, this sucks. This is really bad.
It's cold.
It is. We can confirm based off our faces. Where's Star? Oh, there it is. There it is. CDL pal. CDL pal? What's up, bro?
Good, bro.
I was gonna say, you look familiar. Look familiar with the. Doing well, man. How about yourself? Alrighty, guys, we just made it inside the venue. Bucks acquired. This is what we're rocking with. Looks absolutely fantastic. You guys can see the main stage there. All the chairs. Got second row, third row. That's where production sits. You'll see the caster area in a little while. I'll show you guys that. But I think this is the VIP seating, I want to say. But again, venue looks absolutely spectacular. It has like a New York vibe where we're like in a theater kind of.
Oh, it's cold.
Oh, hey! Wait, can we go up the stairs right here?
Yeah, I think I'll get a better shot.
Oh, wow, brother. This is sick. Good old Fenway Park. We made it to Fenway. We did it. We made it to Fenway. We made it to Fenway. We did it. Despite players running on the field.
I can't believe we're playing around on the field.
I know.
We've got to find out who.
Can't believe it was Dashy. That's wild. It's crazy. Oh, whoops, my bad.
Oh, my bad.
Sonny, you think you can hit a home run over the big green monster over there, or what?
Homer, so they're going to have the form.
I think you got it. That's.
You know, it's kind of like golf.
I was gonna
Not very good at
say,
that.
say a little low, but you know, there it is. Bam. I think Bryce could.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
Alrighty, friends, this is actually where the perfect lighting is, because we're right at the caster area, but it's so cool we got to see Fenway. It's actually connected to the music hall itself, which is wild. So it's like you really just walk through a few doors and you're right there. So that was pretty crazy. But as you guys can see, going through some rehearsals before everybody gets in the building, which is really cool. So I'm gonna go and show you guys the caster area now. So this is what we're rocking with. It's always different every event, but this time we're actually gonna be like in the crowd, which is pretty crazy. So literally like as we're casting, everybody's gonna be behind us. So I'm sure there's gonna be, you know, a few antics going on behind us, but this is what we're rocking with. This sheet actually covers the players being able to see the screen during the game, but this will be our program feed, what we cast off of, and then I'm not sure what we're rocking with monitor-wise. It's got a nice little zoomed-in shot of Chance, but we'll see. I think this might be program, this might just be gameplay, that could be stats, but here are our talk boxes. You got call-off talkbacks, so we can talk to the producers, etc., etc. And then right here, got the camera. What we're looking at, these are where our spots are going to be. Myself and Jay will be here in a moment's time. So I think just a matter of moments away before the fans start coming in. It's going to be a blast. All right, Jay, as we head down the stairs, thoughts on our series, New York versus Minnesota, pre-game interview.
It should be a fun one, man. Honestly, the Vetos caught me off guard a little bit, but it's got to be like, you know,
How so?
teams
How
putting.
so, dude?
What do you mean? New York are playing LSC's control, where they have yet to find a win, and the last time they played it was all the way in December, which was last year. Since they lost to Seattle when Hydro's controller broke.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There is a chance.
There is a chance.
There is
Thank
a
you.
chance.
Love that. Love that. Start the tournament off with a spicy series. Listen, folks, we've been a little all over the place so far with this vlog, but first series down. Now we've got OpTic versus Thieves, final matchup of the day. It's been a great tournament up to this point. Some crazy matches, some game fives.
All right,
I hope this one has it too. It's loud. I'm sorry. Jim hitting you with a surprise. OpTic versus Thieves. Who we got? Who we
Oh,
got?
I think, I don't know if the fans are OpTic fans on your channel, Lando, but I think I'm going Thieves, baby.
Oh,
I think
Thieves.
I'm
Because the craziest part is because I'm going Thieves too, bro. I think I'm going Thieves too, but I'm not going to say that too loud, at least as of yet.
They can win it off this hard point. They just have to hold the next push down, and the map is going to be theirs. Hook at least finds the first kill onto Octane. He's just finessing around with the knife, and he's able to line it up onto Envoy. That's another 4 dead. OpTic can close it out right now. They absolutely can. The Thieves, they've got to break. They've got to jump in this hard point. Have OpTic just made the comeback. Gotta go. And they made the comeback. Hilly, oh, put him in the dirt. We got a game 5 again.
All All right, guys, so the funniest thing just happened. I was in the middle of doing my prep, and then all of a sudden I hear my dogs just going crazy at the door, and it was a package. And I was like, okay, you know what? Cool, awesome. And then I read the label, and I'm like, oh, it is a present. It's a gift. And I did not plan this ahead of time. I had no idea when this was going to get here. But how perfect, how appropriate that we get to do a quick little unboxing while in the middle of a vlog. This is fantastic. So I'm gonna go and open this up for you guys and show you what it is, because it perfectly does I don't know, relate to what it is that we are doing today. So let me go ahead and get this box open. You guys can see what I'm talking about, what I'm so excited about. And it is, oh boy, it is a new controller. It is the SCUF Reflex. You guys can see it here, and you can see it there. The new SCUF Reflex. Oh man, I've been waiting for a PS5 controller for the longest time. I actually haven't played COD in a little while. I haven't played COD since I moved, so it's been some time. Ranked just came out, like, what was it, the day before yesterday, I think. So I need to get on the grind, and this is literally the perfect controller to do so. Now, I'm not going to act as if I, you know, am sponsored by SCUF, because I'm not, as much as I would love to be, by the way. But I'm not sponsored by SCUF, but I did want to show you guys this and highlight it, because it's just too perfect. It's just too perfect that it came today. The lovely folks at SCUF sent me this. I got to meet them all in Boston, which was incredible. And yeah, this is a blast. I'm super excited to have this in hand. Should we do? Okay, we're gonna do the official reveal, and it's great because it kind of matches the box. So we're gonna go ahead and go to this screen here. And there it is. Oh my goodness, look at that. I actually love me some orange. And now there it is. There is the SCUF Reflex. Oh, it closed. Darn it. There it is. It's back. Oh man. So obviously I have a PS5, so I know what it's like to hold the controller. But we've got like the cool triggers on it. Oh, this is sick. I got like the cool looking back as well. Has like the grip on it. I'm super happy with how this came out. Wow. Oh, I love the way the sticks feel. This, like, to me, the sticks are always like the most important part of controllers. And I feel like I've previously, whenever I've ordered SCUFs or, you know, had different controllers and whatnot, I feel like I can never get the sticks the right way. And these just, to me, feel like really, really solid. These like feel very, very natural. So yeah, this is great. This is like super smooth. Got the multiple buttons on the back as well, which I think you can actually remove those. So yeah, man, this is great. This is fantastic. I think we also got like the cord in here somewhere that I need to probably go dive and find. There it is. Got the cord as well, the accessories. So maybe we'll hit the rank grind today after matches, or maybe what we'll do is we'll wait until after like all 4 of our games are casted and stuff. But this is some nice motivation to have, like, off to the side. New controller. Love the way that it looks. Again, thank you to the folks at SCUF for sending me this. They're not sponsoring this video, but as we said, you know, we're always open for opportunity. I'll tell you that much. If you guys want, I don't have a SCUF code, but if you are interested, you can feel free to use Jay's. I think it's Study with 2 Y's. Go support the duo. He'll be making an appearance in this video at some point. So give some love over to Jay. Support him, as you're also supporting me as well. But let's go ahead and get back into doing some prep. Like I said, nice little surprise in the middle of all this.
All right, guys. So quite a bit of prep done. By no means finished. It is currently 5 until noon. So I got to jump into our tech checks for a little bit. We actually have our own little online green room that we all like kind of hang out, talk in, discuss matches, talk about anything and everything but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the desk setup before I jump on in. So I've managed to net out 5 more minutes. Make sure we have enough time to show you guys the desk setup, what we're rocking with. And then from there, we'll jump into the green room. I'll continue to do some more preparation, watch some VOD potentially, talk with the other talent, and we'll go ahead and get ready for our match. So that's kind of the timeline right now. I still also need to get ready. I'm someone who just likes to just kind of hang out in PJs or whatever, some comfortable clothes for as long as possible. I've had many occasions where I've gotten a little bit too close to what we're supposed to be on broadcast. I'm still getting ready. So we'll try to not let that happen today in the vlog, especially, because that would be kind of embarrassing. Regardless, let's go ahead and show you guys the desk setup.
So maybe this weekend I'll do a little bit of a better one, but this is kind of what we're rocking with. Again, I know it's so crowded. It's like, honestly, it kind of ticks me off a little bit how non-clean this is. But we got the Shure SM7B microphone. This is programs. This is what we cast off of. vMix is how we basically send our camera to production. We love the production team. They've probably been there for hours, hard at work, making sure that we're good and ready for the day. This is my camera that I look into. It is a Sony A7S Mark III. For those who are camera nerds, you know it is a wonderful camera. The wonderful people at CDL send us all that equipment, because if not, I'd still be on a very low quality webcam, that's for sure. I got all the tabs. I'm Mr. Tabs. I got like 10 of those open, and then on other monitors too. Stats, but we got one light here. Yes, it is that exact way for a particular reason. It works well with the green screen. We got a decent amount of light in here already. Have my main light, side light, other side light, and yeah, from there we got 3 monitors. Got some speakers down here that I often just don't use. Got to stay hydrated with the Bubba Cup. Also got a Go XLR off to the side, so if I need to hit the quick mute, I can. You've seen, I think Miles before uses his Go XLR sometimes to like play some sound effects or to like, you know, do a bleep or whatever. Good times for sure. But yeah, this is kind of what we rock with. I got some random screwdrivers and some scissors over here. Gotta be careful. Don't want to get cut before we go on broadcast. I got a highlighter, all kinds of stuff. And then over here, I've got my printer, which looks honestly kind of damaged right now. I need to fix that. I got my printer over here, so I'll print off my notes and kind of get those on here soon. And then from here, we will cast, look at the screen, and that is how it all works. So, yeah, guys, that's really the gist of it. Nothing crazy. It is very unorganized, but I wanted to show you it because that is essentially the way that it looks on a daily basis, on a normal basis. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and jump in to the green room, get ready again for our matches, and I will join you guys probably right before match time. If not, we will see what's going on here in a little bit. But talk to you guys here in a bit. Alright guys, so we just got the Vetos in. I am officially dressed, ready to go, and excited for our opening series. We do have Mercado, Fortress, Hotel, Embassy, and El Asilo. It's currently 1:10 p.m. and I'm glad that we got the Vetos at least decently early. It gives us some time to look at the recent team's performances on those maps and modes. It's going to be a great time. Jay and I are getting ready to chat here about the Vetos, chat about our series, stories, things like that we want to make sure that we hit on coming into it. Trying to get the rust off a little bit, you know. It's after you've been casting week after week, and then you have a little break that comes in. It can be a little difficult to adjust to. So making sure that we're ready to go for the opening match of our Major 3 qualifiers. I tell you what, guys, this SCUF just keeps calling my name. I cannot wait to jump on some breaks here in a little while. But that's going to go ahead and do it for a quick little update. And I think now that we've got the Vetos, we're going to chat, move on, and then the next time that I see you, I think it could be match time. So,
but Vegas, I think the biggest thing is we talk about their roster change. Obviously, 2 Real coming in for Pro Loot. Biggest thing that they struggle with, like, their search and destroy is one of the best in the game, but it's just their respawns. Like, overall 11th in hardpoint, overall 11th in control. So can 2 Real be the guy to turn it around for them? And then we get to the opening hardpoint. I think the opening hardpoint is a big one for both teams, but like mainly the main focus I want to talk on, like for Mercado, is just like if you fall behind in a rotation, and if you don't like rotate and cut your losses, like you are going to start to fall behind. That's usually like all the Mercados we've been seeing recently have been ending on P1s. Then we get to the hotel control, where this is both their best control map. Obviously, a lot better for LAT than it is for Vegas, because Vegas have been struggling in the mode. But out of the 4 wins that they have, 3 of them have came here. The thing that scares me, though, is that Vegas they just struggle on their attacks, and they also struggle on their defenses. LAT are just simply better in both aspects.
Yeah, I was looking, it was like, for Vegas, it's like 10 and 11, and for Thieves, it's like 2 and 3. Like, it's just total opposites. Total opposites.
Yeah.
That Vegas Legion.
Here we come after pick'ems. Get ready.
I'm going with the Thieves officially on paper. Coffee? I gotta know. But I like it, Clay. Just keep playing the way you did at Boston. And 2 Real, I'm excited to see your face today.
I'm definitely thinking Thieves in this matchup for sure.
Going Thieves. Is it 3-0, 3-1, or 3-2?
3-0.
3-0,
Yeah.
she's calling. Nameless to you, my friend.
I'm gonna give him a map. 3-1 Thieves.
Sure.
3130 Legion. Let us know, chat.
Here we
Where
come.
do your channel points lie? Right now, we got our casters ready as we hand it over to the dads. It's Lando and Stud.
Thank you so much, Chris. Yes, indeed. From one dad to two other ones. Jay, let's start off the Major 3 qualifiers right, man. I tell you what, the desk, they have to be honest, but it does depress you a little bit, just considering the way they think that this match is going to go based off of community votes as well. If you look at the pick'ems, a lot of people siding with the Thieves, and considering how great that they looked in that elimination bracket run, who could blame them?
Yeah, you gotta go with the Thieves in this series because of the way that they looked at the last major, man. That losers bracket run was honestly insane. Like Ali said, they're basically undefeated in map points. It's always very close, but I'm excited to see the return of 2 Real.
Okay, well, a little...
Okay.
Tossed off the rip, maybe some nerves, but at the very least, Jay, they got preferred spawns. We talked about P2 off the start, but as we fly in for Mercado, buddy, like, what are you really looking out for most when it comes down to this Vegas Legion lineup moving into Major 3? A lot of expectations on this guy in 2 Real. What do you want to see him do in his opening match?
I just want to see a little bit more consistency, like, because we know TJ Hadley, he's prone to the bad game in hardpoint, but they need a really good sling SMG. So hopefully 2 Real, he's able to transition his challenger performance into the pro scene, and unfortunately not having the best start because now there's only one player off the rotation over towards parking lot. The push from LA is going to come in towards garage. They hold down, they get their first couple of gunfights, and now it's on Octane. He just has to play his life, wait for his teammates to get there. He does not find it. So Vegas so far strong on the setup. Gonna breach that 100 points.
It's interesting, man, because obviously we see the slaying numbers right now from Thieves. I mean, it's fantastic across the board, but you've been one to say it a lot, right? It doesn't feel like for the Thieves, oftentimes in hardpoint, like slaying is their, primary mode of success. They really have a good environment. The comms are always great. I think the word that's been used a lot for them is system lively. One of the many reasons that makes this team incredibly difficult across all modes.
Yeah, because LA Thieves, like I said, they're one of the complete teams that we have in the game. No one has to go above and beyond. Everyone just simply has to do their job. Your ARs rotate, hold down the power positions, SMG stay pushed out. And when you're winning rotation, especially on a map like Mercado, the kills are going to come easy, but you're probably not going to get a lot of them because you have to cut your losses on a majority of these hills. But 210 to 110 at the end of our first rotation on hard points. Vegas in control of the better side towards Cantinas. You see all of LA Thieves pushing around towards back cop car. They're trying to flip these spawns early.
Absolutely are. LA Thieves thinking about the long game, trying to prepare for that P2 spawn. Right now for Vegas, a tall hill to climb as they all fall in stride. Let's go ahead and step aside and see how the Vegas Legion comms are sounding. Can they bring it back?
That's not him. Not him. On board. Run around. You gotta get him out of hill. Push it, Teach.
One shot.
Looking over you. I'm looking over you.
Stand up.
Guy, you're dead. One shot dead.
I'm gonna go.
I'm on bullet. All right, go.
Yo, behind the gate. Mid garage ready. Gate weak. Octane hitting middle fruit.
Edge right now. He went low P2.
Let's push out A.
Game over.
Alright, yeah, we're coming out. Here we come. 10 seconds.
Game over.
I'm standing.
Looking short.
He's door.
We're back to catch.
Going wait,
5, 4,
I got
3,
up. I'm one shot.
2,
Kenny.
1.
Push me out.
Lose listen and queued.
Jay, there was a moment where a few kills instantly happened and you go, okay, that's game over. Why is that?
Because Octane was the guy that was sitting towards Cantinas. He was holding down that cut for the push through mid-tunnel. They found those kills, and Vegas were not able to flip the spawn. So Thieves, they're going to close this hill out right now.
Yeah, it's about to happen, Vegas. I mean, they can try all they want to. They're just going to add into the slang frenzy that we see from LAT in game number 1. Cool, calm, collected. And like you said, man, a few players having their feet kicked up. Like there was a moment still to go. He's attempting the route. Boom! Takes down Clay. One more to go. Feeling confident. Brings out that Vaznev. A 1v1 versus Tej. Are we about to see Subtane close this one out? Oh my... Wait! Jay! Tej did not spot Octane. And it will be a clutch that did not look like it even had a chance to go his way, Jay. What is that timing?
What is TJ looking at? That's the real thing. What is he looking at? Because you're sitting behind.
Okay, this is the POV. This is the POV.
Okay, so he's looking. This is the perfect angle. This is exactly what you need to do.
What?
Oh, how does he not spot him? No. How does he not spot him? Oh, that's so tough. The timing of him.
Jay, we're closing out the day with a phenomenal match. Toronto taking on Boston. We got the first matchup of the season between these franchises, but there is a lot to discuss. Where should we start first, man?
Oh, man, we got to start with Mr. Beans, baby. He make it to the CDL, brother. This is a guy who we have heard a lot about during the offseason, that he was the next guy up with Vetos stepping down. You know, it's a great friend of mine. I hope he has a phenomenal career in the content creation. But Beans is coming in and he's ready, man. You heard the desk. They said that he likes to smack talk, so I'm really excited. Between him and Scrap, who's going to be talking more at the end of this one?
Yeah, that's the fun element of this series, right? Is that you do have Scrappy, who's obviously leading that Rookie of the Year race right now. And now you've got players like Ghost, the intern in the league. You got Beans obviously making his official debut today with Boston. It could give us a bit of a taste into who could be a front runner moving into the rest of the year as we jump on into map number 1. Boston.
Oh, no.
The Toronto Ultra, and that is not the way you want to start off your CDL campaign, Jay.
That's both of our series where a nade is just not going where you want it to be. 31, this is going to be a photo finish.
It absolutely is. Scrap, he eventually gets dropped. Nero has started to heat up. He's began to fry. And right now, you've got a lot of players for both sides trying to think about the P1 time, but also trying to fight for spawns. Currently, it's Danny and Awakening who are both trying to do that. Scrappy brought down to 1 HP, just trying to fight for map positioning, fight for map control, continue that siphon of players as they load in back toward P1. Less than 20 to go for Toronto, but as we said, Boston are still here. And currently, Jay, based off of those spawns, right now, you are very happy about your situation if you're breached, but you got to be careful and not let player number 6 sneak through.
Yeah, Insight's the guy that already makes his way in towards stage. Now he has some assistance in towards Kleenex, so it's going to be a 2v2 on towards the point. Toronto Ultra, they just have to win their gunfights. Awakening finds one. Insight clutches up. He finds 2. Here comes the cruise.
Here comes the cruise missile. At least delivers a bit of information, but right now,
gotta go.
So with uncontested time, can anybody from Boston arrive in time? And no, they will not. It is Ultra who are in the lead throughout the entirety of the game, but it started to get close toward the stretch. You saw Nero beginning to go on a spree. Bean started to get a little bit more in the game, but we felt that presence off the start, Jay. Toronto came in with a point to prove, struggling mightily in some of their opening hard points. They were 1-4 in their last 5 coming into it. And thankfully, they start off this series on the right foot.
Slowly work that pinch, trying to take down Bean, but Beans is already rotated across the map. Standy, you got a lot of ground to cover to get towards your teammates.
They at least find the nade, but still the trades are favoring Breach for the moment. On to Insight and Standy. Man count advantage and time at your side. What can we see happen right now here from Toronto as they look to get involved? Standy's at least able to find one. Still trying to stay alive. Again, the time continues to tick, so they've got to get going. They've got to get going quick.
Oh!
Win their gunfights. They both win their gunfights. There was 10 seconds left. There was 3 players alive. They all get melted in Ultra at the snap of a finger, the drop of a hat. They've just tied the game.
Okay, so I was talking about 3-piece from Nero. All right,
does give his life away, and Nero was brought down to 24 HP. So a great starting round. That was quickly starting to sway the other way.
Nero, he might have found the timing. He's able to take down Insight, make it a 3v2. Now it's on Standy, gonna go for the chow, and Nero, he reads it beautifully. Nero makes the play. Oh my God. What a reaction time out of the young man with only 20 HP. Before he starts all the engagements, pops that dead silence, finds the first, snaps onto the second, and a nice little classic drop shot for the final third. Another 3-piece on a round for Nero. Boston Breach up 4-2.
He won the last 1v1 with 1 HP.
Oh, he's diff, fam. And Vivid, he's found 2 crucial kills on the map already. As now it's all left up to Kleenex in a 1v1. Vivid can potentially try to close this one out. The engagement's about to happen.
Vivid, Vivid with the absolute snap. 2 incredible SMGs meet each other inside of the kitchen. We said, who is it gonna be? And it is the Iron Chef of Vivid. Incredible work there for Reese as he clutches up another major round for Boston. That is 3 rounds in a row and their 5th in total.
Oh yeah, so far at least in that mode with Beans now being the sniper, you allow Vivid to run that SMG. I think it was the last series where we saw Hydra whip out a sniper for a little bit. The whole desk was like, nah, son, put that out of his hands. We got to get the SMG back in his one. But it's the same situation right there for Vivid. He's able to take over the search and destroy and the game 8-4. Tie the series up at 1, going into one of their better control maps. This is going to be tough for Toronto.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. We're heading back to Fortress. We've got quite a few of these in this series. The biggest thing is that can we see the third one, which would be all the way to Game 5? That is going to be up to both of these rosters. But make sure and stay tuned, folks. It is the final matchup of the day. We're kicking off the Major 3 qualifiers the best way possible. Toronto v. Boston. We'll be back right after this.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the only thing I have like written down for this Fortress control is just that Toronto has like the #2 control record of the CDL, but as you said, they are playing like one of the maps where they're not fantastic on. And then Scrappy, in the 3 times they've played Fortress control, he is the #1 Fortress control KD at a 1.53.
Yes,
and he was beaming in the opening control or opening Fortress respawn. So
I think one thing I want to touch on right here is that like Boston Breeze, they do make a roster change, and with Metas dropping, he was their best control player, at least KD wise.
Okay.
So now with Beans coming in, gotta try to fill that role.
Yep.
But honestly, I'm expecting the SMGs to step up. A map like Fortress, like Vivid and Era gotta take over, bro.
Last player up is going to be Scrap. Spawns all the way across the map for Toronto. And this is where Insight can invest that cruise missile because you have to find at least 1 kill.
You do indeed. Here comes Insight. However, 2 players do fall off the spawn. Toronto Ultra, how can they work off of it? Nero, he continues to find players. They've got trophies here. Insight, meanwhile, is able to find one onto Vivid. Only 10 more points left for Boston before they can call series. Scrappy, Kleenex, everybody get involved, and they're able to find the break.
It's a beautiful break right there from Toronto. Great patience out of every single player on that side to get all the information that was gained off of that cruise missile, find all the kills, and now flip the spawns. Boston Breach needs a break because Toronto can close it out. 242 to 240. It's game time.
But here comes Vivid. Here comes Vivid.
Oh!
Fight 2. Standy, at least able to take him down.
Big one.
Is there for the trade. Boston, they can still win it here. Toronto, can anybody?
Gotta go.
It's gotta be a dolphin dive, but it's Boston who are able to take the crazy end of a hard point, and Beans cannot believe it. Went through the ringer in that series, but it's the teammates who are able to lead him through that series. It is a W in the books there for Boston as they walk away with the massive dub over the Ultra.
What a series out of Boston Breach, the new Boston Breach, the new generation of this squad.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is 2 series in the books, day 1 in the books. All in all, first series I was not a fan of. Made a dumb, incorrect call by accident, which kind of ruined my vibe a little bit. For the first series, it wasn't great. Wasn't a wonderful start to the day. However, I feel like we definitely turned things around by the time that we saw the Boston versus Toronto game. That was really a fun one. Really enjoyed that series. So the rest of the night, to me, or for me, is going to be figuring out dinner with the wife. I'm going to hang out, chill out, watch some videos, maybe watch The Flank or something like that. And then, yeah, just get some good rest and prepare for tomorrow because we have 2 more games. We have OpTic Texas versus Guerrillas, which is going to be fantastic. And then prior to that one, I think we have Boston again facing off against the Ravens. So gonna hit the hay here in a bit, not too long from now, get some food. And, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for day number 2.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 2 of the weekend in the life, whatever it is that we're calling this. It is currently, let's see, 10:15 in the morning, and I can't lie, I feel like I sound like I just woke up. I look like I just woke up. However, I've been up for a few hours. Just hanging out with the family a little bit, hanging out with my daughter, watching, whatever's on TV this morning, making some coffee. The wife is out currently getting some more coffee, which is great. So excited for round number 2 of that because we got to get ready today. We got to get energized, caffeinated today because we have 3 more matches. 2 more matches, 4 matches in total. But Jay and I have got match 1 and match 3. As you guys know, I tend to like starting prep pretty early, and that's what we've been doing pretty much for the last 20-30 minutes of today, getting ready for Boston versus London. Obviously just saw Breach play yesterday, so that's obviously going to be fresh in our minds, which is nice. That's always really helpful whenever you just come off a game and you're like, okay, I kind of know all the stories. I know what's up with this team. But the biggest game, I think, of today and maybe of this weekend is going to be OpTic versus Guerrillas. Dan Ghosty making his debut with OpTic. Big series, and it's always fun. I always enjoy, no matter what team it is, no matter who or what player it is, I always just enjoy having a player's first CDL series. That's always pretty fun. We got to have it yesterday with Beans officially, and today, obviously, it'll be Ghosty's first of what I imagine will be many series in his career. So that's always really fun. You always want to make sure you're telling the story right, and you know it'll always be his first official match. So you always try to do it justice, make sure that you're giving all the perspective, kind of giving his viewpoint and you know what it means to him, because what an opportunity it is. So got some big games today. As you guys can see here, just hanging out with the dogs, just hanging out. We got blankets all over our new couch. We love our new couch. It is fantastic. There's actually another blanket underneath that one. There it is. There's the actual couch. But we got blankets all over the new couch because we want to make sure that it lasts a long time. Our dogs love to be rough with our furniture. But this is Sadie, and then I think hopefully you guys can see this is Summer over here. We're all just hanging out, relaxing, enjoying our morning because it's like 25-30 degrees outside. I'm enjoying being inside. But yeah, just getting some prep in, watching some footage, watching some videos, some VOD, just to kind of get ready, get locked in for today. And yeah, I'll check in with you guys here in a little while as we get ready for what should be a fantastic day number 2.
Alrighty, guys, it's almost match time. Basically played some ranked this morning. I got a little too ahead of myself. I started like playing ranked, feeling confident. And then I got in the game and just absolutely got smacked around. So with that, we've changed. We're good to go. Basically the same thing as yesterday. 2 matches. First one's getting ready to start. I think it's about 15 minutes until 2, which basically means that matches are getting ready to begin. And the desk, I believe, is getting ready to start their top of show. So excited. Got Boston playing again versus London, as I said. And then we've got the debut of Mr. Dan Ghosty coming here in a little while. This is the setup. This is the setup right now, in case you guys haven't already seen it. Nothing special, but we've got the lights, as I said, triple monitors, got the green screen, which I absolutely love, and then the tank of a PC. Gotta love that thing. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get ready. And same thing as last time. I'll gotta have you guys a nice little video feed of myself by reaction, and hopefully you guys can actually hear the, on occasion, you can actually hear the producers talking to us in our ears. So I'd like to show you guys some behind the scenes footage, things like that. So without further ado, talk to you guys in a little bit, and I'll see you in the matches.
But today they face off against the London Royal Ravens. We jump into Hotel Hardpoint, and I hate to say it, man, but there was definitely a favorite in this series.
Oh yeah, without question, because we saw what Boston Breach were able to do yesterday. They basically won 3v4, and that was an insane series, especially versus a team like Toronto Ultra, who are no slouches, so they got it done, and everybody was just slaying. So on the opposite side for London, it hasn't been the best season for them. They've gotten 2 wins during week 1, one win ever since then. They just haven't found any success, man. And going into this map number 1, they are dead last in rotations, dead last in breaking. It all just comes down to this lane, because Boston Breach, they were winning 3v4, and they did a majority of that by outslaying. So London, guns got to be hot early.
Yeah, they absolutely have to be. And I think if you're a Boston Breach fan, a little sweat off the brow. It's like, okay, Beans tossed his opening nade, and it didn't hit big weight.
That's
so
great.
We're already off to a better start. We'll see if they can continue the lockdown spawns over at P2. As we said, man, the Ravens, questionable call. Bottom of the league. They're 1-10 in their last 11 series. A lot of teams were hot to make a change. I mean, OpTic Texas, who just got top 4, decided to make a roster change. Jay, I think I know where you're going to go when it comes down to this, but were you surprised the Ravens didn't make a move for anybody?
Oh, yeah, I was definitely surprised. You know, when you don't have a lot of success, when you're sitting dead last in the league with only...
You knew, yeah?
Okay, I'll take this one, though.
Yep, you got it.
No one's got top bed. No one's got top bed. I think you can top me. He's going to hop up top bed, brother. We get that better now.
I'm just playing gold.
Top mid.
One gold.
Alright, losing the
He's
chase.
one shot choke. He's one shot gold.
3, 2,
I'm gonna
Big win bet.
And the Ravens are spitting hot fire, Lando. This is the dead last thing that we have in the CDL. They are trying to come out with a statement. So far to start off Major 3, they currently have the lead. They're gaining the time. The only thing is Boston Breach have more players in position to try to execute this break.
Do indeed, Scraps, and Paul X will come away with 3. Now make it all 4. Boston Breach falling by the wayside as Ravens are within 25 points of calling game 1 theirs. They've been doubted by everybody in the league, and right now they're trying to prove that they still deserve to be a roster together. Boston are able to break on in. If they grab every single second left, we've got ourselves a tie game. And right now, Jay, the only player who's out of the play is Beans, the only man who was thinking about that rotation.
Oh yeah, Beans the only guy here, and with London picking up that 3 kills, now they're gonna have the numbers off the rotation. So Beans has to now change his positioning up. He has to play his life, play for the kill, try to hold down this kitchen control. As his teammates are gonna go for the strike through the middle of the map. Scrap is able to take down Beans. Nasty and Paul X combine for 3. London, they find the break. The game's about to be over.
It's about to be over. Vivid and Co, they've got to jump on in. Nero able to do a bit of damage.
Oh, wow.
Beans, it could be Beans. Boston able to jump in for the moment. It's only 2 seconds left for the Ravens. 1 break and this game is theirs, Jay.
That's all they need. That's all they need is 1 break. Let's play it patient. We need to find these kills. 2:30 and counting. Scraps finds the first. Here we go.
Oh, an awakening has a few players entering toward his reticle.
Oh no! Oh no!
Once more, who's coming out on top? Boston, they can win it here as the panic begins to set in for the Ravens. Now they're the ones who have to get a move on. It's a tie game, and Boston done it, and yes, they have. An unbelievable comeback as they rip the hopes and dreams away for the Ravens. We couldn't give them anything but props throughout the start of that hard point, but Jay, we called it, man. We were at bar with like 20 seconds left. The only guy who had rotated was Beans, and he sees that play through, that comeback through all the way. Let's watch this again.
Oh, we gotta see it again. It was trades back and forth, but Beans at least takes. And now Boston Breach at game point. London need to chain a couple together. It all starts with this fast bomb plan. You need to get across because Nero's been able to shut it down every time.
He's not been spotted. Nero has
again
been spotted again. Thankfully, no!
No!
Heavens, I thought he had the...
Oh, my.
You go. The ice has been found, and the Beans is letting them know. The streak has been ended.
Alrighty, friends. I forgot to update you guys. First series done, and now we're getting ready to jump in to OpTic versus LAG. This is the feed. There is me. And here we go. About to see Dan Ghosty's arrival to the league. It's about to be a fun one. Catch you guys in the middle of the series, actually.
I mean, like.
All right, bro. I gotta lock in. I'm trolling too much. I'll see you guys after my cast, boys.
Yeah, I mean, like.
Later, Lando.
Hey, see you later, brother. Have a great cast, dude. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Hey, what's up, Jay? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? Are we working together?
I think so, yeah.
All right, man. Any idea who we're casting?
It'd be great. You know, we get to cast for the first time together. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, let's get it, man. We gotta build some chemistry, brother.
LA Guerrillas versus OpTic Texas. I mean, maybe it'll be a good one. I don't know.
Nah, it'll definitely be a good one. I'm excited for this one, actually. All right, let me lock in. Let's go.
Lock in.
Let's do it. Let's have ourselves a great series, guys. All right, Jay, here we are. This is the one that everybody has been waiting for. The first official series for Dan Ghosty. If you were to tell me, Jay, that we were going to see a roster change, let alone for Dan Ghosty, who's an excellent challenger player, it would definitely surprise me, given the history of OpTic Texas. They don't do moves like this very often.
Yeah, they definitely don't make moves like this happen. I don't think I've ever seen OpTic Texas pick up a challenger player, especially after just getting top 4. But when you make that change, it's obviously for a reason. So Dan's Ghosty, he's going to have to come out swinging, man. I'm so excited to see this young man play because we saw the stat line from our stats guy, what he was able to do in challengers. The guy is unreal. Look at these numbers. He's like a superhero out there. So if he's going to put up these kind of numbers for OpTic Texas, let me tell you, they're going to be the top dog, no question.
Oh my goodness, that is just absurd to see. But here we are into game one. We fly. It is OpTic Texas with preferred spawns for P1 as we fly in for Hotel Hardpoint. It's about to be a fun one, and understandably so. We take a look through the POV of Dan Ghosty. You can only imagine what's going through his mind, Jake, as he walks away with his opening kill.
Finds that first kill, reads the player on the pitch, but unfortunately nothing to show for it as LAG get the break.
We're only, a hard point and a half in, but that is a terrifying break already. Not just because it was, a solid one on a money hill, but because of snaps like that. You got Hoop going on a run, Dashy's on 4, and Dan Ghosty, clearly the nerves, not a problem, as he is absolutely styling right now to kick off this hard point. It's a break to kick things off for OpTic, and now they've got themselves a sizable lead heading toward the kitchen. And already, Jay, we're talking about how the Guerrillas are going to need a reply here.
The Guerrillas are going to need a reply, but there's only one player in towards the point. All of OpTic Texas. They set up the pinch. They get the break instantly. This is OpTic's best hard point that they have so far on the season. 7-2 overall record. And what makes them so great is that the majority of the time they are getting those rotations. LAG have not been able to stop the bleeding. OpTic are just growing this lead even more.
Oh, make it 12 in a row as a team. OpTic Texas are rolling right now versus the Guerrillas.
Yeah, the Guerrillas, they just want to force them to bomb plant. They see it as that player that was watching the cross. He rotates back. He's able to take down Dashy. Ghosty now in the 1v3. Makes it a 1v1. Oh, my. Oh, my. If he would have clutched that, Lando, I don't know what would have happened. But it almost did.
I think the timeline would have
Jodeci is finally able to get one. Without question. But Jodeci was able to get on the board. Finally. Put one up there. LAG take the round.
He's just like, yeah, no sweat. Started off 0-5. Really just allowed for Dan Ghosty just to come with a quick little 1v3. All good. Sweat off the brow. Got to focus up if you're the Guerrillas. Thankfully, you're able to finally stop the bleeding.
All tied at 4. And one thing that really stood out to me, that Tim sent me some stats, Lando. He said LAG, they're 0-3 on this map. They played it all throughout stage 2, and they lost it every single time 4-6. So they got 4 rounds. Do they lose the next 2?
It's actually wild. Wow.
Yeah.
Of all the things of just, you talk about curses and stuff, a very oddly specific one, but take a look at the route from Shotzi again. So you throw out the utility. He's got dead silence that eventually does run out, so now he's got to be careful and not going to expect it in the slightest. Information onto another, and there you go. The beams from Shotzi feeling comfortable, but at the same time, you do have the route being taken from Exceed. He also pops dead silence, so this could be an instant reply right here from the Guerrillas.
If I'm Exceed, though, with your teammate rotating over towards me, you just want to watch this cross. This is a perfect play. So now OpTic Texas on the retake. In the 3v2, you're getting the sound because if you are Exceed, they're coming back right in front of you. Just got to get this trade quick. If you are OpTic, they can't take him down. Exceed makes it a 2v1.
Oh, give them all 3, Exceed. Not one to hesitate. See Shotzi come through with the plays and says, yeah, I may go ahead and do that myself. And Jay, in a situation like that, you called it perfectly. All he has to do is sit and wait. He gets the sound cues, takes down Shotzi, takes down Dashy, and has some words for Ghosty as well. The only man who did not bow down to OpTic in that opening hard point, and comes through in the search destroy and gives us a good old triple. LAG now up 5-4. Anything you would have hit on for map 3? Anything in specific?
Yeah, it's OpTic are great on the defensive side. And so that's going to be like their turning point. They can close out an attacking round. And then on the opposite side for LAG, it's all about the slaying. Like I said, they're all 0.8s as a team. KD in every single one of the controls. That's what they tend to struggle at. So you got to come out and you got to slay.
Okay.
I would have liked to see Ghosty pull out a sniper to shut down this push.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah.
Oh, Dashy, someone pull out a sniper because they were just being aggressive towards that side of the map every single time. Like, you sit towards that back wall, jump on top, watch the top window, at least you're covering one angle for your team. That's one thing that Ellie was great at doing.
Oh boy, howdy friends, and welcome back. We've got ourselves a good old game 5 that's getting ready to be on the cards between the LA Guerrillas and OpTic Texas. OpTic sporting their new lineup and their opening match with Dan Ghosty. On the other side for the Guerrillas, Jay, they are looking for some retribution. Had some great moments throughout the Major 2 qualifiers, but did not deliver when it came to LAN. A big spot for both of these rosters and their opening match here of Major number 3. As we fly in for LSCLO, search and destroy. How do you feel like this one's gonna go? Because I'll be honest, man, I have absolutely no idea how this is gonna wind out.
Well, I invested that dead silence alongside Assault, so this is when they have to try to make a move. As Hook is just gonna chow again, finds another one-on-one versus Arseny's 10 streak in the search.
What in the world was that? That was
a snapper, brother.
Snap. It's about to be.
Oh my!
11 in a row, 13 and 1, and Exceed has got to be terrified as Hook does it all. It gives OpTic Texas the Game 5 victory.
Who said Dashy? Last time we played this map, we did win on it with you dropping 13, but I'm gonna one-up you this time around, and I'm gonna go 14 and 1 on a 12 spree to close out the game. Basically a flawless search and destroy in this Game 5 from OpTic Texas. Game plan was on point. LAG did not have a lot of success on their attacking rounds. We know what they're usually strong at is their quick plants, but it was the SMGs, the presence in towards bottom mid that did not allow the Guerrillas to get that bomb down. As you see the stat line, that guy, he's a man on a mission. That's a nuke for real, my dog. That guy's unreal, man.
I mean, he's gonna drop a nuke, like 25 kills in this game. Saw past 7 rounds. By the way, Shotzi 4 first bloods. That is insane. Ook, no first bloods, but it does not matter. He got every other kill, it felt like, on the map. And that's what we start to talk about. You know, can it be a crazy Game 5 victory for the Guerrillas? Can they come away with, I don't know, I guess you could kind of consider it an upset, consider that OpTic Texas are off that top 4 finish. Whatever it may be, regardless of it, it is quickly figured out that this map belongs to Hook the Nuke. Drops 14 and 1 just through 7 rounds. Impeccable stuff. And just like that, Jay, it is the first W here for OpTic Texas in Major 3. And also on top of it all, the first W in the CDL for Dan Ghosty.
And that's a big W indeed, my friend. You're able to take 2 hard points versus a team who used to be really good at hard point, but ever since Major 2, it's been like, what, 1 and 6 for LAG when it comes to hard points? They have been struggling in that mode. You take both of the hard points because that's the mode that you play a majority of the time when you're practicing, but then you clutch up at the very end in that Game 5. Obviously, OpTic, they got to go back. You got to do some more reps in search and destroy. I'm pretty sure we didn't see a sniper for the first time on the side of OpTic Texas, so I'm excited to see how they develop going forward.
Yeah, wasn't the perfect series by any means. Definitely had their moments where it wasn't the greatest, but you'll take the Game 5 regardless, considering the schedule that you have still to come throughout our Major 3 qualifiers. But job done here for OpTic Texas, and job done for myself and Jay as we toss it over to the desk. Take it away, guys.
Great work, gentlemen. 5 games from them both times they're on camera today. Done for the night. But let's talk about this one, because we were originally planning on giving...
Alrighty, guys, so just finished up with our casts for today, and my goodness, I'm tired. I am absolutely exhausted after those 2 matches that we had on Friday, the 2 matches that we had on Saturday. So now I'm hanging out, watching some COD with the blanket on the couch, just enjoying myself. So good to see if Seattle can break the search destroy record. Everybody's talking about it right now. They're up 4-0, so they're in a good spot to do it. But all in all, obviously the vlog's gonna be coming to an end shortly, just because obviously I have nothing left to cast. But you know, I thought it was an okay weekend for myself. Wish I could have done a little bit better in certain moments. A lot of stuff that I still want to go over, improve on. Me and Jay are definitely going to be getting in the lab soon on things you want to try to fix moving forward. So it is what it is. I know a lot of people don't probably think of performance from a caster's POV, but it very much is a lot about performance. Sometimes you leave a day feeling fantastic, even if the series weren't great. Sometimes you have a great day of matches from a gameplay perspective, but not from a personal POV. And that was kind of how today went. Back-to-back Game 5s, but just not an unbelievable performance for myself this weekend. So we'll look to change that up, but all good. We're going to keep ourselves in high hopes, high spirits for week number 2 of our Major 3 qualifiers. So I'll catch you guys probably here in a minute, and we'll see if, like I said, Seattle can win this S&D, because it looks like they're about to do it. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
It's all up to attach. There's no way. There's no way.
This is it to keep the dream alive for Minnesota. Attach has to clutch this. He has to clutch this. It's a 1v2. The bomb has been planted in kitchen.
Where were you when Seattle won their first online search and destroy of the MW2 season? We were right here. We were right here.
This is that easy. Never before has a situation been so seemingly won.
Oh, he's shooting nothing. Oh, it's about to happen. There it is. They've done it. You want to say hi to the vlog? Hello. Oh, hello.
Alrighty, guys, that is going to go ahead and do it for the vlog. I think this was a very jam-packed vlog that we ended up having. We did like an unboxing, we played, we casted 4 different series, and watched some COD on top of it all. It was a very busy but very fun weekend. I hope that this does in some way make up for the lack of vlogs that we've had so far throughout the season. But now that I'm getting back in the swing of things, we'll see if we can maybe have one when it comes down to Texas, which would be an absolute blast. But just want to say thank you guys so much for checking out this video. It was an absolute blast to make. Like I said, you guys just got to kind of see what it's like in some ways to be a CDL caster, or to see what it's like from a caster's POV once you hit an event weekend. So, or once you hit a qualifier weekend. 4 matches in the books. Like I said, want to work on quite a few things, but all in all, overall happy with the games that we had. Things are definitely interesting right now in the CDL. New rosters, new meta. Ranked obviously recently came out as well, so I'll definitely be hitting the sticks a lot more as well. But like I said, thank you guys for checking out this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. We got Lando's lock-ins. I'm sure we'll be doing all kinds of different Call of Duty coverage when it comes down to our next week of matches. But thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I'll see you guys all in the next one. And let me know down in the comments if you want to see more vlogs, more content like this. See you guys later.